Howdy folks, welcome to Plumbing with Tim. Today we're heading over beachside to go check on a guy's house that was built in the 60s and he needs some angle stops replaced, so let's go check it out. Well, this looks like the place. Okay, so we are in a 1960s house, like I said, and it is copper. And it's on city water, so we're going to locate the city meter and cut the water off first, and then we're going to go inside. Water's off. busy house, so I have to be kind of quiet. There's a lady in there that's working from home. My partner just went outside to turn the water back on, so we see if we got any leaks. See, the water's back on. No leaks. Let's get out of here. All right, so sorry about the silent movie video kind of thing. The inside of the house was just a madhouse, and there was a woman working from inside. It was loud. I didn't want to draw attention and stuff. Let's take away a couple things from this video I was trying to explain to you here front and center. All right, so if you saw after I turned the water off, what I did is I took and unscrewed the handle out of the old valve. That way when I heated this thing up, there was no water that's going to catch on that thing, and we could just take and slide that thing off. Second of all, we went ahead and we cleaned all the old solder and stuff off and sanded it real well so there was no voids left in there. Biggest thing that I want to show you though is when you're using an angle stop such as this, inside is a brass ferrule. All right, brass goes to copper and only. If you're working on CPVC such as that, you're going to use the brass nut, but you're not going to put, sorry about that, there we go, you're not going to put a brass ferrule on there like that. That's a no-no. It'll dig into there. That's why you use a poly ferrule to place upon there. All right, never use brass on plastic when it comes to the ferrule, because that will dent that thing in, cut it, and you'll end up with a leak. Okay, two other quick tips I want to show you. When you're trying to replace and put new brass angle stops on copper, if it's an old 1960s house or whatever, a lot of times all that copper they put in there, even with the angle stop, was soft copper. So when you're installing your angle stop, such as this, when you tighten that thing down, don't over tighten it, because what will happen, because it's soft copper, it's going to end up gouging down into that soft copper, creating a leak. Last but not least, also, when you're doing an angle stop such as this and using your wrenches, always leave that top nut on there. The reason why is as you're tightening this down, you don't want to booger the threads up on this little piece up here when you're getting ready to put your supply line on. Always leave that nut in place until you completely and securely install this on whatever pipe you're putting in. That's all the time we got for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out. Wish you could have heard me and some dialogue along the way, but like I said, I had to kind of be incognito. I tried to show you as much as I could and then give you a little bit of aftermath of some of the pointers I was trying to pick out to you and show you. Always make sure that your pipe is clean. If you're soldering it, if you got extra room, just cut it, clean it off with some sandcloth. But I tried to keep as much of the original copper in place so that way we didn't lose pipe. Thanks so much. If you got any questions, leave them down below. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, it's been Plumbing with Tim. Keep plumbing.